Hello, people of God. It is me again, okay? And this time I am going to speak a little bit concerning lockdowns. Now, I have heard a lot of talk about this movie called Bird Box, even though I have never seen it. I try to hint around and get a few people to maybe purchase it for me, but that ain't working. But I did happen to see a small clip of it on YouTube. And in this particular clip, the man was saying that they were in day 231 of the lockdown and they were still counting, okay? So, I'm going to talk about a few people who were put on lockdown by God. The first one is going to be Noah, okay? So, we talk about the flood that lasted for 5 months, right? But you should know that in total, Noah was in the ark for a year and 10 days, okay? So let me read it to you right quick. And this is in Genesis, the 8th chapter and the 18th verse. And Noah went forth, and his wife and his sons and their wives with him, after being in the ark 1 year and 10 days. Okay, so we say God shut him up, right? He was on lockdown, people, okay? And what was happening during the period of time when he was on this lockdown? All the unbelievers and the backsliders were being destroyed, right? And remember, God told him to store up before going into the ark, because once afloat, he wasn't going to get any of them things if he hadn't already had it, right? And this is why people are telling you to store up, okay? I'm mainly thinking of the 5-month period dealing with the locusts in Revelation, the 9th chapter. But what I'm telling you is, he was shut up on lockdown in the ark for a year and 10 days. Who else was on lockdown, people? It was Ezekiel, okay? So, in Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter, starting with the 24th verse, this is what the Lord told him. Then the Spirit entered into me and set me on my feet. He spoke and said to me, Go, shut yourself up in your house. But you, O son of man, behold, ropes will be put upon you, and you will be bound with them, and you cannot go out among the people. Do you hear this? All this stuff that's going on right now, where certain people, they're saying, aren't going to be able to what? Go out. They're trying to shut them up in their houses, right? If they haven't complied to their wishes, okay? And he said, And I will make your tongue cleave to the roof of your mouth, so that you cannot talk, and be a reprover of the people, for they are a rebellious house. Okay? So, Ezekiel was shut up on lockdown, people, for 14 months. Okay? Okay. And I think that amounts to 430 days. So do you get when I was saying that in the movie Bird Box, it was 231 days and counting. All right? So God also told him to prepare lentils. What else? Different types of, it's in the 4th chapter, if you want to read it. It was barley, told him to make barley cakes, right? And he had water. Okay. So back to this lockdown I'm talking about. Because over in Philippines, their leaders already talking about shutting them up. What do they put on criminals when they want to lock them up in their house so they can't get out? I heard it's these monitor bracelets, or these little ankle things that they put on people's legs. So you're getting it, people? What God is saying is, He wants us to come out of these hubs, pubs, clubs, strip joints, movie theaters, house parties, concerts, okay? Even some of these jobs, because judgment is getting ready to fall, just like it did in Noah's day. And you can already see these floods taking people out. It's not going to be as big as it was in his day, but the floods are taking people out. And don't forget, an earthquake took place in the subterranean region before the flood, okay? So you saw the earthquake that just recently took place in Haiti, right? Okay. So God is saying to his people to get your houses in order and build your arks. He told me this back in 2018. That means get in your house, clean it from top to bottom, all the trash, get it out. Because you see, these fires and this smoke is driving these animals out of the wilderness into the cities, okay? These rats, roaches, water bugs, and snakes. Because snakes eat rats, right? And you don't want to give them anywhere in your house to hide. And it's funny how when I was talking about this, I just heard like 2 days ago where they had opened this school and they had to shut it back down because it was infested with rats and rats' feces. And there was a woman living in this apartment complex today that I saw right here in North Carolina where they had a problem with maggots. So I'm telling people, you know, don't buy a lot of perishable meats because the power grids are going down. Try to get more canned goods. And if you're buying perishable items, get them on like a 3 to 5 day basis. Because when it goes down, everybody's going to be trying to throw this stuff out. So the neighborhood is going to be a mess. All right? Okay. And when I said, God said build the ark, it's not the time to be buying things you don't need. Get your cars fixed because an exodus is coming. And when you clean your house, anything that you've been holding on to for a long time and it's in good working condition, take it down to the Salvation Army or some of these thrift stores because there's people that need it. Just like they did during Paul's time. Remember how people started selling and giving away their stuff to other people? Okay? This is the time, people of God. So I just wanted to share that with you. And I hope it somehow blesses you.